Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel.
Hi everyone, day 4 of my refeeding. It's going really well. You saw me last on day 1 where I ate every 2 hours of watermelon for that day. Went really well. The next day I had watermelon with strawberries, a little bit larger quantity, and in 3-hour increments. And I had a bowel movement, which is really good. You don't have a lot of them, if at all, while you're fasting. In an extended fast, nothing's going in, so you're not having a bowel movement. I didn't have a bowel movement for, I want to say 16 days. Yeah, so I had one on the 3rd day of my fast, which makes sense because usually takes about 2 to 3 days to clear the food in your body, which is why we feel like crap. Plus the carbs are burning out and the glucose, and we're transitioning to ketosis. And then, so you don't have a bowel movement. Some people do. You know, I think it depends. Sometimes it depends on how much you've fasted or if you've been doing intermittent fasting. There's all sorts of variables there. I wouldn't worry about it if you have some experience fasting. You'll know what your body does, and if there's any irregularities in other way. So yeah, I had a bowel movement the 2nd day. The 3rd day I continued with watermelon and strawberries, and then had a small salad, as the other half of the day. And it went really well. I've been feeling really good. Still having a little dizziness, which is usually because your body's still adjusting. And again, moving too quickly. I'm so used to moving at the speed that I move. And when you're recovering or during an extended fast, you have to really just take your time and don't fall down. But no more spills, and I feel really good. I've been doing gentle movement practices and try not to be as in any way sedentary, but man, the healing's still going. I got kinks and knots and things I was having during the fast that I'm still working out. So I'm doing my foam rolling and all that fun stuff, and just trying to work out all the kinks, feeling stronger. Gained a couple pounds back, so I was 155.6 when I ended the fast. Now I'm 157.5, so a couple pounds. Ooh, But I've been really working to make sure I stay hydrated. That's really good on a fast. And now on day 4, added some coconut yogurt. So it was coconut yogurt with strawberries and raspberries, which was super tart. I was like, oh, it was so soury tart. I don't know. It was just all of it together. So then the second meal I had was with some watermelon, and that balanced it out really good, really good. So strawberries with coconut yogurt, so I'm still, bringing into the foods, the nutritious foods, the good fats, and a lot of water-based type foods right now. And I just had a salad not long ago, salad with cucumbers and avocado. So that went really well, felt really good. I actually wanted a little bit of watermelon after it, and feel really good and enjoying the process. Really, really relaxed and ready to get back to work in real life, so to speak. And I think that's stage 5, where I will continue to slowly bring back food. I'm still eating it right now at a 3-hour interval, so I'm not overfeeding. And I had another bowel movement today, so that's good. You're like, yeah, poopy talk. It's very good for you. But no, I mean, it's part of it. You want to see how everything's reawakening your digestive tract and everything. And now that there's a great sensitivity to the body that you have to take it very carefully. That's the moral of the story through all of this is really do your research. Feel confident in what you're doing, and take time. Take time. I see a lot of people, they're like, should I do this or should I do that? Should I do this? There's a lot of very specific questions dependent upon how someone's living and the factors that take up to that, the health that you're in prior to a fast. And I'll talk about that in my next video, where I'll do some tips about extended fasting, my experience, and take it for what it's worth, and what you can learn from doing your own research and experimenting yourself. And don't take anybody's word for it. Don't take a scientist's word for it. Experiment and see how it affects you. You know, the low-grade stress will only make you stronger if the research is correct. And if not, then you're going to F yourself up. Don't do that. So it's, you know, it's like with anything. You want to really take your time and learn about it. Practice. It's like it's a skill, where then you feel more confident in what you're doing. And they'll say, oh, it's such an extreme and this and that. Yeah, I could see from a perspective of our culture that it does appear that way. And but from the inside, from the, shall we say, more examined perspective, I think if you rush into something where you don't do the work or have a reasonable understanding of it, you know, yeah, but it's your risk to take. It's like anything, you know, how you drive or the food you consume, the air you breathe, what the chemicals are sprayed on your food, the cleanliness of your water, the environments that we're in. We can modify them till the cows come home, but we still have to have some idea of what it is that we're looking for. And it's not very simple. We want to make it simple, but it not always is. And I think it's very much an individualized plan. So that's what you have to, that's that whole, you know, dosage, frequency, duration. So if there's a health plan out there, it's not one. It's not just for you, but it is just for you, and it's going to be constantly being modified to find that right recipe, and then you're going to have to change it again. So, you know, it doesn't mean you have to like kill yourself to do it all the time. I don't think so. I think there's a way to flow with it. Not necessarily balance, because I don't know if too much balance is a bad thing, according to some. So, but yeah, so far so good. I think I'll wrap up this fast, and thank you for the comments I've gotten. Thank you for the arguments I've been given. Jesse got it. It was Aliens, 1987, and it was Hudson, Bill Paxton, the late Bill Paxton. Love that guy. Love that movie. Thanks for watching. I hope it's been somewhat interesting. I'll do my tips on fasting and put this sucker to bed.